Disclaimer. I write these tutorials for learning purposes only. I am not affiliated with any CFW nor Homebrew group. I do not support piracy in any form. I supply the developers of all CFW/Homebrew groups at the end of my videos. I take no responsibility for any damage that comes to your device by messing up these steps. I don't take any responsibility for your misdeeds, and I take no responsibility for any legal action that Nintendo or anyone else takes on you. Follow this video at your own risk, and do not pirate anything. Try to stay within the legal rights of Nintendo, and thank you. But for the rest of this, enjoy the video. Hi guys, and welcome to another Roy Rogers 3DS tutorial. This is the second video on this channel, and it is covering updating your CFW to 10.5.0-30X. So why should I want to update my 10.5 or want 10.5.0-30X CFW or Emunand if you're already more savvy on this? What it does is it allows you to update your Emunand, which is the second half of your system now, which you'll know that one of it is just regular and one of it is Rei when you go to settings. So so that's what you got to look for. And so it allows you to update to 10.5. And 10.5, if you don't know yet and you haven't read into Nintendo, you can't connect to the eShop unless you're on the latest version, because that's what they're doing now. Anytime you see like 20 or the -20 is what allows you. So if it's not -30 at the end, it won't be compatible to go on the eShop anymore. And they did that really just as a big bug fix for their servers, because they kind of figured out that the -28 was the biggest exploit that people were taking advantage of for downgrading in Homebrew and CFW. So now they updated it to -30, so that's the only one that can go on the eShop. And so this being on Emunand 10.5.0-30X, which X is just whichever region you are in, it'll allow you to use your Nintendo ID so you can play Smash Brothers online, and it allows you to download from the eShop. It also allows you to play upcoming titles that may not work on 9.2.0-20X, which is any region once again. And this is just because, like, if a game that you like it comes out, but it's not super popular, where someone would create a patch so it works on 9.0, this will allow you to play pretty much any game that comes out that's going to only work on 10.5. So requirements, you're going to need a 3DS or whatever one that you did the CFW on before, and your SD card needs to be with the CFW 9.x, so it's the one with Emunand. Your computer, which is Mac, Windows, etc. Your SD card reader, again, if it's not built in, and the files I provide in my description. So we're going to go over to the files. Yours is going to be in the description. Mine's not, because I don't have the description yet when I'm doing this video. So I'm going to click on it, go to the page, and once again it's going to put us here, and we're going to download, and it'll download pretty fast. And then, as you can see, you're going to unzip this ReiNand 10.5, and you are going to get this folder right here. And what this folder is it's a little bit trickier to install, because you can't just merge the files like we've done before. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get your Emunand SD card, so the one you have the CFW on your thing, or on your 3DS, and you're going to want to open it up. And what you're going to do is you're going to drag this Rei folder in here, and you want to replace it, or replace the one that's currently there. Then you're going to drag this ReiNand.dat in there, and you're going to place it again. And then here, you're going to drag only the ReiNand file, but you actually, that was an accident, but you actually want to make sure that you're dragging it into only the .3D or the 3DS, and you want to replace the one that's currently there. And once you have that done, you're pretty much ready to just update your Emunand 9 or your Emunand so you can be on 10.5. So I'm gonna meet you back on the 3DS after I eject this, and we're gonna show the 3DS portion of it. So once it ejects, all right, and I'll see you back on. Alright, and we're back once again to the 3DS, and we're going to power it on normally. I'm not going to do the menu hacks this time because I'm going to show you a different way. And this way is going to be how in the previous video I mentioned how you can't use themes with your menu hacks, which is annoying. So you got to kind of use the QR code again. So I'm actually going to show you a quick little way that if you're on Wi-Fi, it works better than menu hacks, and it'll allow you to have a different theme on. So quickly, I'm going to show you, or I'm going to go to change themes, and I'm going to put it on the black one because black just looks pretty cool, and with CFW it looks a lot cooler. So you're wondering, like, now that you have this, now you have to go change like the payload again in Homebrew and install menu hacks again, because when you go turn it off and you click L, it won't boot into that purple screen that allows you to boot into ReiNand. So we're actually going to do a little quick fix on this, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to well, first we're going to go to system settings so I can prove to you for this tutorial that I am indeed in 9.2 on my 3DS. So 9.2.0-20U. So now we're going to go back to the home menu, and then now we're officially going to do this little thing. So we're going to go to, so first of all, what you want to do is you want to turn your Wi-Fi off. So if you're on a regular 3DS, you're just going to click this little thing or switch right here, I don't remember where it is, on. You're going to turn it off, and what you're going to do is you just want to turn it off, exit here, and you're going to want to click your camera buttons so you're on the camera again. We're going to go to that website for browser hacks again. So I already have it on the reference. So we're going to click on that and scan that QR code again. So just scan it again. And now that we have it, we're going to click OK, launch to the internet browser. And now because we don't have internet, it's not going to allow us to boot. So we're just going to click OK. And it's going to be in the memory now. So we click Home Menu. We're going to go back to these little utilities, and we're going to go to wireless communications on. And now that our wireless communications are on, we just click up here, and anytime we're on, we turn it on, we can just go here and it'll automatically load. You don't even have to click a thing as soon as you click on the internet browser. It does take away your ability to use the internet, but you can just click X as soon as you click on the internet in the lower left corner, and you can just exit that way. And you'll notice that the ReiNand symbol changed now that we updated the files, and that is the newest update for the ReiNand files, or the ReiNand screen. So now that we're here, we're going to click on System Settings, and you're going to see once again we're on ReiNand 9.2.0-20U, and we're just going to update. So we want to go to other settings, and we're just going to scroll all the way down until it says System Update, and then we're just going to click on System Update. Ready to start is update now. We just click OK, and realize that yours will be way longer than mine because I've done this multiple times, so updates are always faster once you've done it multiple times, which is surprising because the system doesn't know you have an Emunand card or thing. So it's going to show this updating, and I'll show you the full update because you probably want to know that I'm not spoofing it or something, or doing some sort of Photoshop. Alright, so the system update is complete, and now the system will restart. You just want to hold the power button, and as you can see, even though it kind of like this little light on my Sky 3DS, which I'll probably do a review on later, it showed that my 3DS turned on. And if you've done an update before, you know that as soon as you power or restarts, it'll always show that loading new home menu. But because it's on the Emunand, it won't do that. So we're going to click on our internet that already has our payload on it. So as you can see, it's going to automatically download, or go into the browser hacks, and now we'll click on ReiNand once again. It'll load this little girl again. And now it's going to show now before we load into it, it's going to show preparing to start the home menu, and because I've already done this, it'll be way faster than yours will probably be. Alright, and then now you'll see that there's the update screen that you usually see, and now we can go back to system settings so I can show you the proof. The icing on the cake, sprinkles on the ice cream, syrup on the pancakes, that we are indeed in ReiNand 10.5.0-30U, and you don't have to worry about, because you've probably noticed that every time you exit system settings on ReiNand, it puts you back on 9.2, and if you click on here, it's not going to do anything bad to your system. As you'll see, it's just going to show the reboot like it usually does once you click systems or out of system settings. And then we'll go back into system settings to prove that nothing has changed. Now, see, we are in System NAND 9.2.0 and ReiNand 10.5.0. And now you can use the eShop, and you can use Emunand on 10.5.0, and you can play multiplayer on Smash Bros, which you've probably been dying to play. So yeah, and I'm gonna show a quick ending showing the creditors. Alright, and so credit for the CFW update only really goes to Reisukaku, who created ReiNand, so he pretty much did the update. So that's it, and once again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, and stay tuned for more. Next video we're going to be going over is the different ways to get emulators, both CFW and not. So, see you again, and thanks for watching.